Hey everybody, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about, we'll do a little stream of consciousness kind of video, go with the flow, and it's going to be about, a feeling of wanting to isolate myself for a little while. And I already did a video, but I just rambled, and plus where I was sitting, it was like somebody must be having a birthday party or something, and a whole bunch of people were driving up, got too close to me and all this kind of stuff. They drove too close to park in front of me and wound up having to move, and little kids were in the street and people going down the street. Oh my goodness, too much. Yeah, so stream of consciousness now, I'm going with my flow. But anyway, I really, today I had yet another, every day that I go out, and I go out like 6 days a week to go do stuff. I don't work, I go out and I do stuff. And today, it just like every time, I can't think of any time that something bad hasn't happened. And when I say bad, I don't mean like, well, it just depends on how you define bad, having a bad day. But it's caused by me living in what I call Narcissismville. Okay, the people who, many of them, not everybody, I don't think everybody lives in this area is this way. I don't think everybody who works in this area is this way. Not everybody who works in any store. I never am one to say, just because you live somewhere or work somewhere or whatever, somewhere, that you're this way. No, I'm not that type. I'm not a prejudiced person in any way. But it does have a reputation in Texas. Okay, for me to say that, and I'm going to say this, I know that other people experience it. No matter where you live, you can experience this. So for me to point out that this is a place that has a reputation and has, at least since I ever first heard of this place, which was in the 1980s, I didn't give it the reputation. I heard about it, heard of the name of the place, didn't even know the name of the place, didn't even know the place existed. And yeah, along with what I heard about the name of it, was to hear about the reputation. People have a high sense of entitlement. They're snobs. On and on. Okay, down there. It's like narcissistic people. This kind of thing. Not everybody does, of course. I'm losing my voice, yeah. Anyway, for me to point that out, that I'm well aware that other people in other places experience this, and then yet still say this, is because it is so unbelievable. It is beyond that. It's got a reputation. I can travel outside of this area and not experience it as bad as I do in this area. So I'm wanting to point that out. It's extraordinary. It's unbelievable. It's unusual. It goes beyond the usual. How many ways can I say it? But yeah, it does. And it's getting to me. It's gotten to me. Yeah. Now I'm not going to go ballistic or postal, however people say it these days, or anything like that. I'm not worried about that. It's just that I'm worried about myself. It's an unbelievable amount of stress to know that if I make a decision to go to a grocery store, then I know that I am setting myself up for a good chance of something, somebody being snarky or snarly or whatever they call it these days, rude, just say rude, a customer and or a staff member, an employee, associate at that store, whatever it's, they're calling those these days. Everything changes. But yeah, and then this happened to me today. I was so happy that I went to 3 places and only had one bad experience at each one place. And like I said, bad is relative. But to be happy of that, I shouldn't be happy. I should just be able to go to a grocery store, buy my groceries, and no drama. Seriously. But there's always going to be drama. Trauma. There's going to be drama. There's going to be trauma. There's going to be whatever. It's going to, the trauma, when it starts to add up, every day, think about it, every day, like it's like working in a hostile working environment. Every day you go there, and every day you're going to see this, either going to see it happen to somebody else, or it's going to happen to you. And people being just rude and unbelievable. But I do feel this. I feel like maybe I need to change my whole way of doing things, such as Maybe I should only buy groceries once a month. I don't think I could do that. I couldn't do it. Maybe once every other week. Only go out. I'm a person who wants to go out and do things. Like I said, six out of 7 days. 6 out of the week. 6 days of the week. I got to go out and do stuff. So it's like I would really be isolating myself pretty much. But I do think about that. Or traveling an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away, then 45 minutes to an hour back, and going doing all my shopping somewhere else, so I don't have to deal with crazy people. People with high sense of entitlement, narcissistic, rude, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay, for those of you who are online, which you're online right now watching this video, just think of it as this way. Another way, besides a hostile working environment, think of it as if you're on somebody who actually writes or does video online, videos. And every comment you had every day, day in, day out, several of them, whatever, you're going to have from a troll. It's going to be one rude, extremely rude troll after another. Anytime you check your messages, it's always going to be a troll. That'll get to you after a while. Even though, you gotta develop a backbone to be somebody who's online. That is so true. Really, it is. But and the thing about that you can delete them. You can click block. You can delete them. You can usually. Now imagine you can't. You shouldn't try to block or delete somebody in person. But usually, you can't. You can't say, like, what I feel is, you can't say, I'm not going to go to the store. I don't like ordering stuff. I just ordered something the other day that was, ordered 4 pairs of capris of 3 different types. 2 of them that were the same type came in. They were supposed to be black on the screen. Word is black. The color is black. They come in and they're like a washed out black that looks kind of greenish gray, dark greenish gray, and that's what a black sometimes looks like after it's been washed a lot. These are not used clothing that I ordered. This is supposed to be brand new. And one of them was a blue capris, and now I've never known capris to be made out of the same material that sweatpants are made out of. Pretty much close to that. And the types that look like they were sewn, the inside seam, not the inside seam, but how the seam looks inside the pants or also on the outside of the pants or shirts. How that look is, and people will say, you got your clothes inside out. That's what it was. It wasn't supposed to be that way. Because you can look at clothes, stuff online that you're ordering. Now out of 4, only the last one came out. It was a black one, and it's black, and it's not capris that are warm. How many people wear capris that are warm? I don't know. It meant for like cold weather capris. I really don't know. But I live in Texas, so okay. But yeah, I don't like ordering stuff online because we ordered a rug. It was a $150 area rug, and it smelled like factory. When we got it, it was new. It smelled just like it come out of the factory. We put it in our garage, out in our garage on top of one of my cars that was sitting in there for I don't know how long, months maybe. We wound up, it still didn't stop smelling like factory. I sprayed stuff on it. You wouldn't believe all the things we did to try to make it smell better. We wound up giving it to one of Adam's brothers, that he was going to use it in a screened-in area outside. Yeah, it wouldn't get wet and all. And I ordered a pot online, came up kind of, it was a metal pot, and it's like wasn't straight. It was, the edges weren't straight, the lid wouldn't fit on it. Yeah, and I could go on with the list. Yeah. And I think I've kind of rambled enough. But my thing is, I'm going to have to figure something out, because I really cannot stand any longer of, going to, every time I go to buy groceries, to go buy anything, that it's going to be a hassle. Seriously, I'm going to have to deal with somebody who has a high sense of entitlement. At least one person. These aren't people I know. Right? No. Strangers, like I've done videos of going to grocery stores and I'm reaching for a product on the shelf that I was standing there, nobody else was around me. Somebody comes up and before I actually get to it, they want that right in front of me. They were going to put their hand in front of me. Oh my goodness, how many times have I said that? Oh my goodness, unbelievable. But I've got to figure out something to do because this kind of stuff can really stress you out too much when it's a daily thing. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.